Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. How are you guys? Welcome to the live. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Currently in China, it is like almost 4 in the afternoon. And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. If this is your first time to come to the live, do make sure you have already subscribed about our channel, so that next time we do a live stream, you'll be noticed. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And the topic for today's live, it is mainly about the commercial value of palm oil in the oil industry. So during this live, we are gonna have a deep discussion about the palm oil, palm kernel oils, and how we press the palm oils and palm kernel oils. So if you do have any questions about the palm fruits, about the palm kernels, or if you do like to know how to which kind of equipment is more suitable for you, you can just easily type something in the comment. And by the way, if you are the viewer from YouTube, and if you do have any questions, just directly put your question in the comment, and our we can give you. Hey, welcome to the live, Youngs. Welcome to the live. How are you? Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. And for today's live, it is mainly about the commercial value of palm oil in the oil industry. If you do have any questions about like the palm fruits, palm kernels, you can directly put your question in the comments so that we can have a deep conversation about it. So, by the way, this is Oliver from Henan Holdings. Our company and our factory is all located in Henan province in China, but we do have our overseas office, which is in Nigeria. So if you are from Thailand or like tropical area countries or subtropical area countries, we can save you a lot of shipping costs because yeah, we do have our overseas office. So if you're interested about all your fast business, just put your question in the comment. We can have a deep conversation about it. And during this live, I'm about to share how we press about the palm oil and the palm kernel oils, and like the whole pressing line and the single equipment, and what is the material, what is the capacity. We all gonna have a deep conversation about it. So if you do like to do the oil and fast business, right now directly put your question in the comment, or if you want, you can directly add about our WhatsApp number, so that our sales manager and our engineers team can give you more information about our the whole technology, pressing line technology, and every single equipment, and for different capacity, which kind of machine it is more suitable for you. So if you like, just feel free to leave your WhatsApp number or email address in the comments so that we can get to know each other more. And by the way, before we start our live, I want to show you more about our company, and later I will show you about two 3D videos about the whole pressing line technology. So if you do have any questions, right now put your question in the comment. And hi, if you are from YouTube and if you'd like to check about the 3D video that I'm showing here. Hi, Lakson. Hi from Zambia. Yeah, I do remember you, Lakson. I do remember you. And for last time, you asked me about the question for like the, uh, yeah, what was the question? I do remember you. It is last Saturday, right? Or last Friday, last Thursday. Yeah, I do remember you. You asked me one question about the refinery plant. And for today's live, the topic it is about the commercial value for palm oil in the oil industry. So for this live, I'm about to show you our palm oil pressing line, palm kernel oil pressing line, and for every single equipment, what is the function, what is the working principle, and how we can use about the equipment to obtain more crude oils. And during this time, if you do have any questions right now, please directly put your question in the comment. We can show more details informations. And later, I'm about to show one of those 3D video here. So if you'd like to check about the 3D videos about what I'm talking here, you can just give me the follow, or if you want, I can give you our WhatsApp number in the comment area. If you like to know more information, you can directly add about our WhatsApp number, right? So right now, before we start today's live, let me show you about our company. Our company is called Henan Holdings, and we have done the oil and fat business about 10 years. To be specific, that is 12 years experiences. During these 12 years, we do accumulate so many provides clients about the working experiences, especially. Uh, are they from China? Yeah, we are from China. For our company, it is located in Henan province in China, and so that's our factory. We do have two factories in total, and the amount it is about 40,000 square meters with more than 200 workers producing the equipment in the same time. But we do have our overseas office, which is located in Nigeria. I believe it is in the tropical areas. So yeah, if you do have any question, just put your question in the comment just like this. Thank you so much. All right, currently let's check about the 3D video here that I'm preparing for today's live. Yeah, you guys can have a see. For today's live, I'm gonna start with the palm oil pressing line so that we can get to know how we press the palm oils. Yeah, check about this 3D video. And if you do have any questions in the during I'm showing you about the whole pressing line, you can just directly put type a stop or type a pause or type something to stop me if you are interested in any of the equipment or like the capacity, like the material. You can all ask me about it. And you guys can check. This is the palm oil pressing line, the workshop. Basically, we normally will use the truck to transport all the palm fruits from the plant to this workshop. And normally, we strongly suggest to you guys to deal with all the palm fruits in a really short time, which you better to handle all the palm fruits less than 48 hours. You better to press all the palm fruits in 2 days. Otherwise, the enzymes inside of the palm fruits will increase and it will finally affect the final oil quality. And then you guys can see the first step, we will use our fruit cage to put all the palm fruits inside of the fruit cage. And for the fruit cage, the material it is stainless steel, so no worry about the quality because the first step we need to do is to do the sterilization. It is in a high temperature, which is normally about 145 degrees. Yeah, let me pin about this WhatsApp number at the top. So if you'd like, you can add about our WhatsApp number to get to know more information for the palm oil pressing line, palm kernel oil pressing line, or any other informations. Yeah, I have already pinned the message there. And we are using the hanger to put all the palm fruits get into the sterilizer, and let's directly check about it. For this sterilizer, if you want, you can input 4 of it, or like according to your basic information, you can put 1 of it, 2 of it, or 3 of it. Yeah, but the most you can put 4 of the fruit cage, the most. And then it is about the sterilization part. And by the way, we do have the steam boiler. Let me show you about our steam boiler. For this steam boiler, you guys can check right now. It is you can burn the woods, you can burn the empty fruit bunches to bring the high temperature. And normally it will take 60 to 90 minutes to do the sterilization. Is there anyone know why we do the sterilization at the first place? And especially for this part, it is very, very necessary for improve the final oil quality and lower the oil residue rate. Is there anyone know? I mean, there are 3 main reasons why we do the sterilization at the first step. First one is to soften the fruit, because later we have to remove all the palm fruits out of the fruit bunches so that we can easily to digest, to press all the palm fruits in a really good way. And then we can destroy the enzymes. We can destroy the enzymes inside of the palm fruits so that we can destroy all the enzymes inside of the fruits, and to avoid the increase for the FFA, so that we can obtain more high quality of the palm oils. And let's keep continue to check about the palm oil pressing line here. Alright, let me put the video here. Yeah, after 60 to 90 minutes, we can done with the sterilization step. So we can move all of the palm fruit out of the sterilizer and move it to the next step. And for the next step, we mainly use the next step to remove all the palm fruits out of the bunches so that we can easily to digest all the palm fruits. Yeah, and you can check here at the bottom of this plate, we do have the inlet here. So all the palm fruits will directly get into this thresher so that we can thresh all the palm fruits out of the bunches so that we can easily to collect all the palm fruits. And at the bottom, you guys can see this is our thresher. The length, it is long enough. It is about 2.5 meters. It is long enough to thresh all of the palm fruit out of the bunches, and at the bottom, all the palm fruits will automatically drop at this screw conveyor to do the transportation. And you guys can check about the right part. The right part, we do have one of the blue cards at the bundle. So when you get about this thresher, we will send you one of these blue cards, like a bundle, so that you can easily collect all the empty bunches by using these blue cards, so that we can burn the empty bunches to bring the high temperature, to bring the steam, which is relatively save can some of the cost. And this is our thresher. And before I said we have done a lot of better promotion on some other countries' equipment or other companies' machines. It is before we are using about the vertical one, So when the palm fruits get into this thresher, it will out of the thresher in a really quick time, because the gravity and the weight, it is high. So all the palm fruits cannot be totally threshed by this equipment. So we have done a lot of promotion, and especially during these 12 years, we have update about our equipment once and again and again and again, so that this is our final palm oil pressing line. And the thresher, it is just long enough, 2.5 meters. And let's keep checking the video here. And by the way, if you do have any questions, just put your question in the comment. We can give you more detailed information and more real feedbacks, real pictures, real video that our previous clients sent to us, so you get the chance to know more details. Hi visitor, welcome to the live. If you are interested about the oil and fats business, no matter for palm oil, palm kernel oils, or rapeseed oil, sunflower oils, or some other kind of ordinary oils, you can all directly put your question in the comment if you want, and you can put any of the question in the comments, all right, to let me know what can interest you. And after the thresher, the next part is the digester, and this is our bucket elevator and another screw conveyor to do the transportation. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check about this one. This is our digester. There are so many stirrers and paddles. It is adopted inside of this digester, so that we can, before we do the pressing, we can digest all the palm fruits in a really good way to destroy the enzymes, to soften, to destroy about the fruits, so that we can press more of the crude oils. And by the way, let me show you one of the details for this digester. At the bottom, you guys can see this one here. There is a blue pipe. It is adopted. Is there anyone know what is the function for this blue pipe? Actually, it is the steam pipe. It can also bring the high temperature again, to soften the fruits again, because the next step, it is about the presser. We finally about to press all the palm fruits and to get the crude oil. So before we press it, we have to make sure all the palm fruits, it is in the best situation, so that we can increase the final oil rate and lower the oil residue rate. So yeah, there are so many stirrers and paddles. It is adopted inside of the digester. And also there is a blue steam pipe. It is around the digester, so that we can bring the high temperature again, soften the fruits, increase the oil rate, final oil rate. And during this process, to be honest, some of the palm oils will directly produced to avoid the waste. So we just set one of the blue collector. Yeah, check about this one. This is our collector. we can easily collect all the palm oil that is produced in this part to protect about our equipment, to avoid the waste for the like the fruits, like the oils, to increase the final oil rate. Yeah, this is it. And yeah, also this is the details, because the next part, it is our palm oil presser. You guys can check, it is a really durable, high quality one. And especially for our palm oil presser, in this video, it is about the double screw palm oil presser. But for the like if you have a smaller capacity, like a really smaller capacity, like 500 kilogram to 1 ton per hour, we do have a single screw palm oil presser, which is more suitable for you. And if you'd like to know more information, so you can directly contact with us, like tell us what kind of oil seeds do you have, palm oils, rapeseed oils, sunflower oils, or some other oils. We all have the capacity one for you. And yeah, let me give you some of the example for how to choose our equipment, because for different capacities we do have different kind of the pressure for you. If your capacity it is normally around 8 ton per day to 10 ton per day, we strongly suggested you guys to get the 300 to 500 kilogram per hours palm oil presser. But if your like a capacity it is around 10 ton per day to 100 ton per day, we suggest to you guys to get 1 ton to 5 ton per hours palm oil presser. But if you do have a really large scale capacity one, like more than 100 ton per day, you better to have a deep conversation with our engineers team, because they do have more than 10-year experience is that, and they can, according to your basic information, like the oil seeds, like how many hours do you working for one day, and your budget, to give you a customized design which it is more suitable for you. It is not like a random pressing line just directly give it to you. We have a customized design. So if you need our service, you can just directly easily type something in the comment. We can discuss more about your business, especially for the palm oil presser, like for the whole protecting line. By the way, for this whole protecting line, we have all of it, like from beginning to ending. We have all the equipment here. So if you do need anything related to oil and fat business, not only for palm fruits, palm kernel, pressing line, rapeseed oils, sunflower oils, peanut oils, or some other kind of oils, we can give you all of the like the service, from customized design to installation to after sales service. We have the best team. All right, so for this palm oil presser, you guys can check, there are two of the squeeze. It is inside of the palm oil presser, and when you get to the outlet part, the squeeze it is even getting more closer, so that we can improve the final oil rate and lower the oil residue rate, which is the main equipment in the whole palm oil pressing line. And especially for this one, we have done a lot of better promotion than other companies' equipment. Why is that? Because as we all know, if we are using about the pressed way to press the palm oil, so when the palm fruits get inside to this equipment, when the palm fruits get inside this equipment, it is through squeeze to squeeze all the oil out of the bunches, out of the fruits. So after we produce about the squeeze, we have done one more step, is polish about the squeeze. So to make this squeeze more smoothie, more clean, so that all the fruits get inside of this equipment, it will not easily to cause the problems of clog. Otherwise it will cause the problems of clog, like you put all the palm fruits get inside of this equipment, but you cannot get a lot of palm oils. That is why our equipment, it is a really high quality and a really efficient one. So if you do have any questions, if you'd like to know more detailed information for this palm oil presser, right now put your question in the comment because I am waiting for your questions, like any of the question. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. If you'd like to know more information for our business, you can just type something in the comment. I am waiting here for your questions, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is the palm oil presser, and let's keep checking the video here. After the press, we have already get the crude oils, but the crude oils quality, it is relatively not very high, so we have to remove the impurities inside of it. We have to remove about the. Hi, welcome to the live, Mahajan. How are you? Welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. Currently, we are checking about how we press the palm oils and palm kernel oils. If you're interested about our pressing line, or if you are just new here, want to make friends, you can or type something in the comment. I am waiting for you here. All right. Yeah, right now we have already obtained the crude oil, but there are still many of the impurities, so we have to remove it to increase the final oil quality, so that we can storage the crude oil for a really long time. So let's keep checking what kind of equipment do we have for removing the impurities. And by the way, during this step, we can also obtain the palm kernels, which we can use the kernels to prepare the palm kernel oils. Later, I will show you that. All right. So just for instance, just give you. So right now, you guys can have a check for this one. And you guys can check about this one. This is our temporary storage box. So to control the whole speed for this whole pressing line, we use several of these temporary storage box to make it. And after this one, we will use some of the pump to do the transportation. And the pump, it is a really special made. The first equipment we have, it is our vibration screen. Yeah, you guys can check about this equipment. It is a really normal equipment in removing the impurities, like the big impurities, like the fibers or like some other big size impurities. And during this equipment is working, it is keep vibrating. All the impurities will automatically drop from one side, and all the crude oils will get into the other side. And by the way, inside of this equipment, there are two kind of levels. One, it is about 40 mesh, and the another one, it is about 20 mesh. According to the differences for different meshes, we can remove the impurities in a really high efficient way. And what is the advantage for this one, for this equipment? Because it has a really low noise, so when it is working, you will barely not notice it is working. So the noise, it is really low, and it is really portable. You can move this equipment from this part to that part, or to any part that you want. It is not heavy at all, so you can move it anytime that you want. And let me show you the impurities outlets. Yeah, check about the impurities outlets. There are two kind of mesh, 41 and 21. So this is the outlet for the crude oils, and that outlet, it is for the impurities. And normally we will use a blue card to collect all the impurities again, so that saving a lot of labor cost. And then for this equipment, it is our clarification tank, which is relatively useful. For this one, you guys can see about its inside. There are a lot of pipe it is adopted. What is that pipe? It is not about the oil pipe. Instead, it is the steam pipe. Yeah, steam pipe again, because as we all know, all kinds of oils, it is really ropey. All kinds of oils, it is relatively ropey, which means it cannot flow really smoothly. So that we bring the high temperature to make, not very high temperature, I mean normally around 40 degrees or 50 degrees. Yeah, a lot of temperature raise can make the crude oils flow more smoothly, so that when the palm oils get into this equipment, it will make a swirl, and all the crude oils will automatically going up and get into the hopper that is inside. Let me show you. And the heavy impurities like the, check about it. Inside of the steam pipe, there is the hopper. So when the crude oils get into this clarification tank, it will make a swirl. And going up, the clean crude oils will going up and get into this hopper. And the heavy items like the small stone, like the small iron items like the nails or some heavy impurities will automatically drop to this outlet so that we can separate about the heavy impurities and the crude oils. It is a really high efficiency one. And then another temperature storage box here to control the hose speed and lower the pressure for our equipment. By using the pump, all the crude oils will get into the very, very important equipment over here. It is our plate filter, widely used in the oil and fats business. You guys can see, no matter for palm oils, palm kernel oils, rapeseed oils, sunflower oil, peanut oils, all kind of oils, you have to use about this one to remove the impurities like the really tiny fiber, tiny impurities and the water content, because as we all know, if there's water inside of the oils cannot store it for a really long time. So we better to remove all the impurities like the small impurities, like the small fibers, like the water content, so that we can store our crude oils for a relatively longer time. And for this one, all of our previous clients love about this equipment so much. Really high efficient, really simple structure, low maintenance, a really high efficiency one. And after this one, there is one more step so that we can get the high quality of the crude oils, and it is our vacuum dryer. For this equipment, is mainly used to remove the water content again. Inside of this equipment, it is totally under pressure. What I mean under pressure, it means the pressure it is under the outside, so that we can, when it is working, there is it is keeps swirling, and to remove water content, to evaporate the water content and the humidity, so that to improve the final oil quality and lower the oil residue rate, so that we can storage our oil for a relatively longer time. And by the way, there is special part that I'd like to show you guys is here. During the evaporation for the water, some of the crude oils will also take away with the water. Oh, here. So we have this liquid and gas separator. When the evaporation, it is and the water content and the crude oils, it is evaporate, they will get into this equipment, or the gas will easily collected over here, this part, and all the crude oils will automatically drop back to the oil pipe, which we can avoid the waste for the oil, for the crude oils. This is what we do for the vacuum dryer. Hi Victor, welcome to the live. How are you? As you go, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. And today's topic is mainly about the commercial value of palm fruits and palm kernels. For this video that I'm showing, it is about how we do for the palm fruits, the palm pressing line. And after that one, we have already obtained the high quality oil. And this is how we clean for the plate filter. You can easily separate about the mesh to collect it about the impurities. Easy for the workers to clean this equipment. And this is our steam boiler, which I have already shown you guys. You can burn the woods, you can burn the empty bunches. And we do have our cooling water system. Alright, for this pressing line, it is mainly about the whole pressing line. It is more suitable for a large capacity one, a large scale. If you do have a large scale, you may more suitable for this pressing line. But if you just want a single palm oil presser, we can all provide you that. like the very single palm oil presser, or if your workshop it is not that big, it is relatively small scale one, we do have one suggestion, not suggestion. One of the pressing line it is for you. The simple version one. Yeah, let me show you about the simple version one. Oh, hold on a second. Why there's a sound? All right, let me just. Yeah. So if your workshop it is not that big, we do have a simple version one which you can only use three of the equipments to obtain the palm oils. So first you have to get one the thresher to thresh all the palm fruits out of the bunches. That is very important. Otherwise, it will take a really long time for the workers to remove all the palm fruits out of the bunches. So the thresher it is very necessary, and then you can use one of the palm oil presser, which is the main equipment. No matter for the single screw one or the double screw one, it is all suitable. It is totally according to your basic information, like different capacity, like your budget. It is totally. Hi, welcome to the live. All right. Anyway, you can choose one of the palm oil presser, single screw one or double screw one, according to your preference. And like the last equipment, you have to use one of the plate filter to remove the impurities, because after we pressed about the palm oil, there are so many of the impurities. It is inside of the inside of the crude oils. You have to use one of these equipment to remove it. Otherwise, the oils it is not edible. You cannot put it in the market to sell it. So if your budget it is limited, or if you just have a limit, if your workshop it is not that big, you just want to press the palm oils with your families, with your neighborhoods, with some of the friends. You're just like this, you can choose about the simple version one, which can save you a lot of cost, and you can do it in a really short time. All right, so that is what we do for the palm oil pressing line. If you do have any questions right now, ladies and gentlemen, put your question in the comments, because I am waiting for a question. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings, our company, our factory. It is all located in Henan province in China, but our for our factory we do have two in total, and the total amount it is about 40,000 square meters, with more than 200 workers producing about the equipments in the same time. At the same time, if you can tell us about what kind of oil seeds do you have, or how many hours do you working for one day, we can give you a customized design. No matter for 1 ton per hour to 100 ton per hour, we can all give you the samples for our provides samples, provides cases, provides projects. Talking about that, for our equipments have been shipped to all over the world, about 100 countries. Hi Gerald, welcome to the live. How are you doing, Gerald? This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. For our equipments have been shipped to all over the world, about 100 countries, especially in the tropical area countries, subtropical area countries, and Southeast Asia countries. We all have our provided cases, and if you'd like to know more, contact to us. Our assistant can show you the previous case as a reference for you. And for today's live, it is mainly about the commercial value of palm oil in the oil industry. And then let's directly have a check for the palm kernel oil pressing line. All right. Yeah, basically this is a whole workshop. If you are using about our plan, we do have the laboratory, we do have the workshop, the office, and the parking lot. We all have it here. But yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, check about it. This is all the equipment that we use in the palm kernel oil pressing line. Especially for the kernel and shell separator system, it is the most popular one. And first, I just showed you guys, when we press about the palm fruits, we can obtain the palm nuts. We can obtain about the palm nuts. And normally the nuts, it is covered, there are a lot of fibers, it is covered on the surface for the nuts. So the first step we need to do is to remove about the fibers. so that we can get the pure, we can get the clean nuts, so that we can press it, cracking it, press it, cook it. So for the first step, it is about the mixture of the fiber and nuts. This is our separator for fiber and nuts. It is a really simple structure. After you check about the 3D videos, I bet you guys can know how it is working. What is the working principle here? Yeah, this is what we do for this separator. And at the bottom part, you guys can see here, there are a lot of fibers. It is automatically dropping. And there is a roller here. When it's working, it is keep rotates, and all the stirs and all the sticks will automatically to remove the fibers on the surface for the nuts. And at the bottom part, this is the outlets. This is the outlet for the fibers. And over the right part, we do have the nut outlet here. Yeah, check about it, the nut outlets. Yeah, so currently right now we have already get the clean nuts, pure nuts. So the second step, we need to separate about the shells and the kernels. Yeah, this is our input hopper here. It is normally underground, so that we can save about the labor cost, and normally sometimes it will nearly touch about the ground. It is can the same. And then this input hopper, it is connected to our bucket elevator to transport our nuts into our separator, the shell and nut separator. And ladies and gentlemen, check about this part. We just said one of the magnetic separator here. Why is that? Because when we do the transportation, it may have some of the magnetic items like the iron nails, like some magnetic small items. Because we are using about the truck, we are using about the vehicles. So to protect about our equipment, to lower the maintenance cost, we just said one of the magnetic separator here. It didn't cost a lot, but it is relatively useful to protect about our equipment. And after this magnetic separator, we do have one of the grinding machine here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check about the grinding machine. Of course, you guys can see it is two kind of mesh. The left part over here, the mesh, it is really tiny, really small. And the right part, the size, it is relatively bigger. You guys can see through this video. The purpose for this grinding machine is to separate our palm fruits, the nuts, into two parts, smaller size one and bigger size one, so that we can easily to crack it for the next step. You guys can imagine if for the cracker, if all the nuts it is like the same size, it is better for the cracking machine to make it. But if there are all kinds of nuts, it is in the same time. You guys can imagine a big nut and a smaller nut, it is cracking at the same time. Sometimes the smaller size one will automatically drop to the outlet without the cracking. That is not what we expect here. So we do set one of the grinding machine here, so that you do need to like re-crack after cracking, which that will cost a lot of labor cost and cost a lot of time to make it, which is really not good. So this is our grinding machine. Yeah, this is our cracker to crack all the nuts into kernels and shells. After cracking, we will get the shells, the mixture of shells and kernels in the same part. Yeah, this is it. Over here, there is a screw conveyor again to do the transportation, and then there is another bucket elevator to transport all the shells and all the kernels directly get to this part. Yeah, this is our separator for shells and nuts and kernels. You guys can check when the mixture. Hey Taha Ahmed, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan holding. This is our shells and nuts separator. After cracking, all the shells and nuts will automatically to this separator. So due to the gravity, due to the weight differences, all the nuts it is kind of heavy. Instead, the shells it is relatively light, not that heavy. So all the shells were easily collected by this cyclone. And the blue thing you guys can check about this part. There is a fan to bring the force for this cyclone to avoid all the shells it is flying around the inside of the workshop. We can easily collect it about the shells. Yeah, this is our fan, and this is what we do for the shells. And for the nuts, due to the weight it is relatively heavy, it will automatically drop to the kernel outlets. So then all the nuts will get into this crusher to crush it into like normally around 3 to 4 slices, so that we can easily to control the temperature, control the humidity, control the water content inside of it, so that all the palm fruits. Hi Ellen Wang, welcome to the live. How are you doing, Ellen? And this is our crusher. Normally we will crush all the palm fruits into 3 or 4 slices, so that we can easily control the temperature, the water content, the humidity inside of it, and to increase the final oil rate. This is our crusher. If you do have any questions right now, directly put your question in the comment to let me know that you're curious about our palm kernel oil processing line. Thank you so much, everyone, for your like. And then for this equipment, it is our cooker, or we can call it like our roast. Thank you so much, everyone, for your 500 likes. You guys are really, really amazing. This is our cooker, or we can just call it like a roaster. You guys can check about it inside. There is a really special design, a really special design, like a wave shape design. All the palm kernels get into this equipment. It will keep rotates, and all the palm kernels will also rotate in the shape way. And after we're done with the cook, we can easily turn off the rotate way, so that all the palm kernels will automatically out in the same inlet. And for this cooker, or for this roaster, the temperature it is relatively high. For this equipment, we can easily control the water content, control the humidity, control humidity, water content, and temperature for the palm nuts, so that before we press, we have to make sure all the palm kernels it is in the best situation. It is in the best situation, so that we can finally increase the oil rate and lower the oil residue rate. Thank you so much. Hi, Misery. Welcome to the live. How are you? This is Oliver from Henan Holdings, and I just sent you about our catalog and our business card. If you do need anything that is related to oil and fats, just put your question in the comment. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. We have done the oil and fats business about 10 years. To be specific, that is 12 years. If you need anything that is related to oil and fats, no matter for the pressing way, like the presser, or for the filter, plate filter, vacuum dryer, or this cooker, or like if you want to increase your final oil quality, we do have the refinery plant, like 4 steps: degumming, deacidification, deodorization, and decolorization. We all have the equipment. Or if you think the press weight it is the oil residue rate it is relatively high, we do have the solvent extraction weight, which we also have it. Have the like the round extractor, like the DTDC. We all have those equipment. So if you do need anything that is related to oil and fats business, no matter for press weight, solvent extraction weight, or for different capacity, refinery plant for like more than 100 ton per day, or below 100 ton per day, we all can produce the equipment for you. All right. So let's back to this cooker and the roaster again to show you more detailed information for the palm kernel oil pressing line. After the cooking, we can do the pressed, because the temperature, the humidity, it is the best. So we can to press about the palm kernels. Yeah, another conveyor connected to another bucket elevator. Thank you so much, everyone, for your like. Right now, I almost have 10,000 likes. Thank you so much. You are really amazing. You are literally amazing. Yeah, this is our hopper. And then all of the palm kernels will get into this presser, which is our palm kernel oil presser. Relatively high quality, very durable. If you'd like to know more information, our assistant can show more pictures, feedbacks, real videos that shoot by our clients. We can all provide you that. And after that, we will easily plus one of the play filter. I believe you guys are really familiar with this one. We have used the same play filter in the palm oil pressing line. Just like I said, for palm oils, palm kernel oils, rapeseed oils, sunflower oils, peanut oils, we can all use about these equipments to remove the impurities. So yeah, really widely used in the oil and fats business pressing line. And then it is not like the palm fruits. We have so many of the filter parts. For palm kernels, we can simply use one of these play filter to achieve the purpose for removing the impurities. All right. So basically, that is all about our palm kernel oil pressing line. If you do have any questions, random, please put your question in the comments. Are you from China? Yes, I am from China. From China, Henan province. Yeah, this is Oliver from China. China. Yeah, our company is from China, which means our quality, our machines quality, our equipment's quality, it is relatively high. But the cost is relatively low, so you can trust about the equipment that have a note made in China. It is the best one. And by the way, according to your different amount of the oil seeds. Hi, Tom Young. Welcome to the live. How are you doing? This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. And for today's live, the topic is about the commercial value for palm fruits and palm kernels. And welcome, Louis Tan. How are you? Yeah, how are you? Happy to see you guys here. If you do have any question that is related to oil and fats business, put your question in the comment. I am waiting for you. And for today's live, I have already shown you guys about how we do the press for the palm fruits and how we do the press for the palm kernel oils. What's more, if you have anything that is related to oil and fats, like how you do the refined, or do you have the solvent extractor, or anything that is related, just put your question in the comment now. Welcome, Nancy Chen. How are you? Welcome to the live. And Tom Yang. How are you? Happy to see you here. Yeah, I just sent you about our business card. If you do need anything, just contact with us. Our equipment have been shipped to all over the world, not only in China, but also in the tropical area countries, subtropical area countries. We all have the our provides clients and our provides projects, provides cases. If you're curious about how we press the palm oils, palm kernel oils, or rapeseed oils, peanut oils, you can just directly put your question in the comment. We can give you more information. And if you do need anything, like you can tell us what kind of oil seeds do you have, palm fruits, palm kernels, or like peanuts, sunflowers, or sunflower seeds, or some other different oil seeds. We can all provide you the best quality one. And we do have different capacity equipment, just like I said, from 1 ton per hour. No, the smallest scale, it is normally around 300 to 800. No, 300 kilogram to 500 kilogram per hour equipments. But if you do have a large scale of the oil seeds, we do have the bigger capacity one, like 1 ton per hour, 10 ton per hour, 100 ton per hour for the presser, for the solvent extractor, for the refinery plant. We all have it. If you need it, you name it, we can provide you that. All right. So for customized design, for installation, for the after sales service, we can all provide you the best service for you. Welcome, Harshad. Yeah, Harshad. Welcome to the live, David. All right. Currently for this video, it is mainly about how we press the palm kernel oils. And later I will show you guys again how we press about the palm oil. So if you do need anything uh, in this product line, no matter for the single equipment or for this whole product line, you can all tell me what can interest you. We can I can show you more details. All right. Or if you just like if you'd like to directly talk to our engineers team or our sales manager, you can add about our WhatsApp number to know more detailed information like our previous cases, like the materials, like the feedbacks, like the uh yeah, have a visit for our website. I can also provide you that. All right, let's check about how we press about the palm oils, especially for the palm fruits. Palm oil pressing line, it is the best equipment, the best pressing line here. This is our workshop, and like after you receive about your palm fruits, you better to handle it in 48 hours in 2 days to avoid the increase of the FFA and destroy the enemies at the. Yeah, this is our first step, the sterilization part. This is our sterilizer. You can input 4 of the free cage, or if you want, you can just use 1 of it, 2 of it, or 3 of it according to your needs. And we do have this steam boiler to bring the steam that is used inside the whole pressing line. And you can burn those, you can burn the empty bunches. And the temperature inside of the steam boiler, it is normally around 145 degrees. And normally around 60 to 90 minutes for the sterilization, you can done with it. All the palm fruits will be really softened. You can stretch it in a really good way. You can digest it in a really good way, and the enemies it is totally destroyed, and you can avoid the increase for the FFA. Really, really good. Normally 60 to 90 minutes sterilization, you can done with it, and then put all the palm fruits into the next part, our thresher. Yeah, you guys can see this is our thresher. The input it is set in a relatively low place, and the length for this thresher it is around 2.5 meters. And at the right part, you see all the palm empty bunches it is collected by this cart, and all the palm fruits will automatically drop at the bottom part and get this bucket elevator and connected to another screw conveyor and moving all the palm fruits to the next step. It is our digester. Yeah, the digester. Inside of the digester, the purpose is to destroy all the break all the palm fruits so that we can better to press all the palm fruits in a really good way. Hi, Ringanar, how are you? Welcome to the live. Currently, we are showing you the palm fruits and pressing line. If you do need anything that is related to palm fruits or the palm oils or palm kernel oils, directly put your question in the comment. All right, I am waiting for your questions for a really long time. This is the collector to collect all the palm fruits that produced in this part, and then it is our presser, palm oil presser. We do have different capacity one according to your needs. Let me give you some examples for the palm oil presser. If your capacity it is normally around 8 ton to 10 ton per day, we strongly suggest to you guys to get the 300 kilogram to 500 kilogram per hours palm oil presser. But if your capacity it is normally around 10 ton per day to 100 ton per day, we suggest to you guys to get the 1 ton per hour to 5 ton per hours palm oil pressing line, just like this one. Or if your capacity it is about 100 ton per day, you better to have a deep conversation with our engineers team. We will according to your basic information, your budget, your how many hours do you working for one day to give you a customized design so that it is more suitable for you. All right. So if you do need anything that is related to oil fast business, right now put your question in the comment. I am currently waiting for you. And especially if you are the viewer that is from YouTube, if you want to get in touch with us, uh, tell me. I can show you. Yeah, by the way, I have already pinned our WhatsApp number at the top. You can easily add about our WhatsApp number. And by the way, you can just say you are from the live. We can give you a discount again. Yeah. After that one, it is our vibration screen to filter out all of the like the fibers through the keep vibrating, and this is our clarification tank, and the red part it is the steam pipe, not instead of the oil pipe, to separate about the heavy items like the stones, like the kernels, like the iron items, and then we do set one of the plate filter to remove like the water content, to remove like the small tiny impurities like these tiny fibers or some other tiny elements. And at the end, we just add one of the vacuum dryer to totally remove the water content and the humidity, so that you can storage all the palm oils for really long time. For this whole product line, it have a lot of advantages, small investigations, and a really high efficiency all of the equipments, and we can give you a customized design according to your basic needs. Like if you just need one of the equipments, we can provide you that. But if you do have a large scale, we can also give you a customized design. Like, let me give you an example. If your budget is limited, or if your scale it is not that much, we have a simple version one, which is widely used in our provide clients. Like you can choose one of the thresher to thresh all of the palm fruits out of the bunches. If you are using about the workers to make it, you have to use several of the workers for a really long time, so the labor cost it is relatively high. So you can choose one of the thresher, and then you can choose one of the like the oil presser. Like no matter for the single screw one or double screw one, it is all according to your preference or according to your needs. And then you can plus one of the plate filter to remove about the impurities if your scale it is not that much. It's just like 300 kilogram to 500 kilogram per day or per hour. You can try to use about this per thin line. Anyway, if you do have any questions right now, it is the time for you to put your question in the comment. Or if you have a ready our WhatsApp number right now, please let me know, because our live stream will be ending really soon in less than 3 minutes. And by the way, before ending this live, let me show you about our company again. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. Our company and our factory it is all located in Henan province in China. By the way, we do have our overseas office, which is in Nigeria. So if you're from subtropical area countries, tropical area countries, you can save a lot of shipping costs, because we do have our equipment in Nigeria. And by the way, our equipments have been shipped to all over the world, about 100 countries. We do receive so many good feedback from our previous clients. If you do need anything, if you do want to know more information for our previous clients, our previous cases, or our equipment's details, add our WhatsApp number, which I have already pinned at the top. All right. And talking about our factory, we do have two in total, and the amount it is about 40 square meters. Yeah, a really big factory with more than 200 workers producing the equipment at the same time. And yeah, if you didn't subscribe about our shop or about our channel right now, give me a follow and give me a subscribe. Next time when I do a live stream, you'll be noticed. Yeah, do you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen? If there's no further questions, that will be all for today's live. I will ending this live really soon, in 1 minute. So let's just wait for another question. This is the Q&A time. If you do have questions, let me know. Let me know about your question. Let me know what you want to know from us. Waiting for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey Honor, welcome to the live. This is Oliver from Henan Holdings. I just sent you about our business card. if you do need anything that is related to oil and fats business right now, connected to us. Especially if you tell our assistant that you are coming from this live, they can give you a discount, a really good discount. Trust me. All right, that will be all for today's live. Wish you guys have a really wonderful Monday. Oh my God, this is Monday, so hard. We do have 4 days more to have the weekend. Anyway, bon weekend. No, bon week. See you guys next time. Bye bye. And ciao. You're